Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let me restart, no problem. See, basically we know we are having income from salary, income from house property, business or provision, capital gains, other sources. Each and every head will give you some sort of income. Each and every head will give you some sort of loss, right? Like that,
Yes.
first head is basically salary, income from salary. Income from salary, you don't have any sort of loss, only income will be there. That's it. But whereas income from house property, going forward we discuss, you will be having something called as loss, you will be having something called as income. When you do a business, that business will result in some sort of loss, that business will result in some sort of gain. So you may be having loss or gain, long-term capital loss or long-term capital gain. Like that, you may be also having short-term capital loss or short-term capital gain. Like that, income from other sources, you may be having some race horses, you may be having some sort of losses. So that's what is nothing but your income, that's what is nothing but your losses. Now if we get into this particular chapter,
Sir, again your voice has gone down, sir.
yeah, now is it better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in this chapter, we are basically trying to know something called a set off. If I am not able to set off, what is the meaning of set off? Adjustment. So if I'm not able to set off, then ultimately I will do something called as carry forward. Okay. I will initially try to do something called a set off. Once the set off is not possible, I will go forward and I will do carry forward. Which loss against what I need to adjust? That is the thing which we need to understand. That's it. So in loss from house property, with what I should adjust, with what I should not adjust. That's it. So in this chapter, basically we are going to cover from section number 70 to 74A. We are going to cover section 70 to 74A. That's it. So only 1, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 74A. So hardly you are having 6 sections. It's very simple chapter and very easy chapter. Now,
Just 1 minute, sir. I'll make a note, sir.
yeah, fine, 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 fine.
Sir, I was asking you a question. So should I note this uh, table, or you will mail
I
me
will
this
send it to
Excel
you.
table?
I will send it to you. I will send this Excel, not an issue at all.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Because
because
this seems like it will be prepared like if I need, you just take the class, sir. Meanwhile, I'll try to take some running notes. If I can't able to take running notes, you send this table, sir. It seems like so easy. This table
yeah,
for me.
definitely, definitely. Because if you look into this table, especially this table will be very useful for you when you are doing revision. So there it becomes very easy. Not an issue. I will definitely share this to you. Okay. Now,
Sure, sir.
yeah. First, let us try to understand what is section 70. Okay. Section 70 is something called as inter-source adjustment. So section 70 says that inter-source, it says about inter-source adjustment. Now that's what is nothing but your section 70. So now let us first discuss what we'll do. I will explain you two sections, section 70, section 71. Then we can get into this table. In this table, I will cover the remaining sections such as 72, 73, 73A, etc., etc. So every other sections will be covered in this table. That's it. Now, section 70. What is this? What this speaks about? Let us try to understand. So this section basically says you can set off. You can set off. See, 70 and 71 are not speaking about carry forward. 70 and 71 are only speaking about set off. The other section, 72, 73, all other sections speaks about carry forward. So now, what 70 says? Set off of loss. Okay, from, from, from what? From one source. Set off of loss from one source. Okay, one source. Against what? First, let me write this, then I will explain you. Set off of loss from one source against income from other source. Okay, you are having two sources. One source is giving you loss, other source is giving you income. What section 70 says? Adjust. That's what section 70 speaks about. But Here what? Uh, one source is getting loss, other source is getting income under any head of income. So here what is the most important thing is under any head of income. So under any head of income. Let me give an example, then let me explain you. Okay. So under same head of income, this is basically speaking about what? Same head of income. So here, let me give an example. You are having two business. Business one. Okay, you are having something called as business one, and you are having something called as business two. Two business you are having, business one as well as business two. So two business. You basically have something called as two business. Now, business one is giving you, for example, a loss of 1 lakh, right? Business two is giving you a profit of 1,50,000. Now, what section 70 says? Same head, adjustment tag as same head, same head. Business one and business two, both are under the same head of income called as profits and gains from business or profession. Now, as this two source, business one is one source, business two is another source. One source, if you now interpret section 70, what it says, set off of loss from one source against income from other source under same head. One source is giving you loss, other source is giving you profit, income, both are under the same head. Then what section 70 says? As per section 70, I can adjust. So once I adjust, what is your income under profits and gains from business or profession? 50,000. So taxable business income after set off is 50,000. That's what is section 70 speaks about. Right? Clear?
Clear, sir.
Right. So if you want to put this in conditions, okay, I will also mention this as a part of your conditions. Let me write it. Conditions for section 70. If these conditions are complied, then section 70 is applicable. What are the conditions? One source gives loss. Other source gives income. Both the sources are within the same head. If these three conditions are satisfied, 70 is applicable. If 70 is applicable, you can adjust. That's what is section 70 speaks about. But
so here you are telling within same head. In the
Yes.
sense means whatever income or loss I'm earning
Right.
from business. For example, I'm doing. Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
So you are telling according to section 70, I'm having two professions. One, I'm teaching as a teacher.
Right.
In the teacher profession, I'm facing some loss.
Okay.
At the same time, simultaneously, I'm a doctor. So in
Right.
the doctor profession, I'm earning a profit.
Right.
So you are telling the doctor profession profit should be set off with the teacher profession. I should not adjust the same with my house property or capital gains.
That's it. That's it. Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
sir.
If you are adjusting with house property, then it's not section 70. That would be 71. That's it.
Okay, sir.
That's 71. See, 70 within the same head, adjustment within the same head, it is section 70. Adjustment outside the same head, 71. First, I should adjust within the same head. If still the loss is there, then I have to go to the other head of incomes. Simple. I will come to that. So first, let us finish off section 70. So section 70 says one head, one source is giving you loss, other source is giving you income, set off. That's what is section 70 speaks about. Now, 70 also says you cannot do this with all losses. There are few losses which cannot be set off with other. Now, let us try to focus on exceptions of section 70. Clear? What in the first exception, if you see, you are having something called as long-term capital loss. Okay. You are having something called as short-term capital gain. Now, both the things are falling under the same head of income, capital gains. Clear? See, under the head of income, capital gains, one source is giving you loss, other source is giving you gain. What section 70 says, Long-term capital loss cannot be set off with short-term capital gain, but reverse is possible. Clear? See, long-term capital loss cannot be set off with short-term capital gain, but short-term capital loss can be adjusted with long-term capital gain. That's what is
So
one.
can you repeat it again? Long-term capital loss
Yeah,
cannot be set off with short-term.
capital gain. See, I'm writing it here, and I will also tell you the logic for that. Long-term capital loss should not be set off with what? Long-term capital loss should not be set off with something called as was short-term capital gain. But reverse is possible. I will tell you the logic so that becomes very easy for your understanding. Long-term capital gains, we have discussed the rate of tax to be 20%. Short-term capital gain, we have discussed this taxable at a slab rate. Okay, so as this is taxable at a different rate of tax, this is being taxable at a different rate of tax. That's the reason I should not offset. That is the reason I should not adjust. Clear? That's what is the logic behind that. But reverse is possible. Means what? What is the meaning of reverse? The reverse is nothing but short-term capital loss. Short-term capital loss can be adjusted. Short-term capital loss can be adjusted with long-term capital gain. That is allowed. But long-term loss with short-term is not at all allowed. That's it. That's what is our
Okay,
first
sir.
exception. That's what is our first exception. Now, if we go to the second exception, okay, if we go to the second exception says generally we'll be having something called as speculative business, something called as non-speculative business. Second exception says that speculative loss, okay, speculative loss cannot be adjusted with non-speculative. Speculative loss shall not be adjusted with non-speculative income. Same as long-term capital gain loss with short-term capital gain, speculative loss cannot be adjusted with non-speculative, but reverse is possible. Whereas means what? Whereas what? Let us see. Whereas non-speculative loss can be adjusted with speculative gain. Whereas non-speculative loss can be adjusted with speculative gain, speculative income. Speculative should not be done with non-speculative, whereas non-speculative can be always done with your speculative income. That's what is the second exception. Then third exception. Third, what is the third exception? Third exception says that you are having loss from what? Owning and maintaining. You are having loss from owning and maintaining of race horses. This you cannot set off with any income under income from other sources. This has to be only set off with income from owning and maintaining of race horses. Income from owning and maintaining of race horses. Only with that you need to adjust. Only with that you are supposed to set off. With any other thing you should not set off. That's what is the third exception. Again, I'm repeating. First is what? Long-term capital loss cannot be set off with short-term capital gain. But short-term capital loss can be adjusted with long-term capital gain. So short-term capital loss can be adjusted with long-term. Then speculative loss cannot be adjusted with non-speculative, whereas non-speculative loss can be adjusted with your speculative income. You are having owning race horses, that business is giving you loss, that you have to set off with only the same income, same business, but not with any other business. Then finally, the next point. The next point is nothing but you are having a casual loss. You are having something called as a casual loss. you are having something called as a casual loss. What is the meaning of casual loss? We have discussed. You had participated in card games. You had participated in some sort of betting. You had participated in some sort of gambling. There you are getting some sort of loss. Any loss from playing card games, any loss from doing some sort of betting, any sort of loss from any sort of games, gambling, sorry, it's nothing but it's gambling. You are doing some sort of gambling, okay? Loss from card games, loss from betting, gambling, race horses, etc., etc. This loss cannot be set off, not to be set off with any income, not to be set off with any income. Okay, that's what is nothing but your 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth exception. Then the last exception. What is that? Let us see. The last exception we need to see is nothing but you are having a loss from specified business. Loss from something called as a specified business. That specified business we'll discuss at a later stage. That specified business is covered under something called as Section 35 AD. Loss from specified business covered under Section 35 AD. What this section says? This section says that should not be set off, should not be set off with any other business, any other business which is any other business which is not a specified, which is not a specified business. What is the meaning of this? Loss from specified business should be set off with only gain from specified business. Loss from specified cannot be set off with non-specified. Loss from specified cannot be set off with the speculative. Is it clear? These are the 5 exceptions of Section 70. Okay, let us quickly recap this Section 70. What this Section 70 says? Loss from one source within the same head can be adjusted with income from the other source within the same head. That's what Section 70 speaks about. And it says long-term capital loss should not be set off with short-term capital gain. See, long-term and short-term, both the things are falling under the same head. Conditions of Section 70 are satisfied. One source is giving loss, other source is giving income. Both are things falling under the same head. Then ultimately apply Section 70. But Section 70 throws an exception. Long-term, short-term cannot be done. Short-term and long-term can be done. Similarly, speculative loss cannot be adjusted with non-speculative, whereas non-speculative loss can be offset with the speculative. You are doing a business of racehorses. That business is giving you some sort of loss. You cannot set off that with any other income from other sources. That has to be set off with the same business only. Then comes your casual loss. Card, betting, gambling, racehorses, all these things will be called as your casual loss. So if you are getting any loss, then ultimately you cannot set off this with any other income. And the loss exception is what? You are doing something called as a specified business. That specified business is giving you some loss that can be set off with only specified business. You cannot set off with any other business. So these are the 5 exceptions of Section 70. If this is clear, we will move on to Section 71 and finally we'll go to the table.
Clear, sir.
Right. Now, let me go to Section 71. 71. 71 says what?
Sir, voice not audible.
Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 71 says that what it says here, it speaks about something called as inter-head adjustment. This speaks about something called as inter-head adjustment. Inter-head. What is Section 70? Section 70 says inter-source. 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 Same source of income. One business is giving you loss, other business is giving you profit. Same source. Now what this section says, interhead. That means what? If we try to focus on the conditions of section 71, same three conditions. First condition is what? First condition, one head of income gives you loss. One head of income gives you loss after applying section 70. After applying section 70, that means what is the order? First, I need to set off within the same head. Even after applying within the same head, if still I am getting a loss, then I need to go to section 71. One head of income gives you loss. And when this loss is after applying section 70, say, let me give an example. Business 1, business 2. One business gives you a loss of 1,50,000 is your loss. Other business gives you a gain of 1 lakh. Other business is giving you gain of 1 lakh. Now what I will do? I will apply section 70. After applying section 70, still what? I am still having a loss of 50,000. Then I will come to section 71. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, first condition, one head of income gives you a loss after applying section 70. Now I am having a loss of 50,000. Then what? Then the second condition. Then another source of income, another source, another head gives income. Another head is giving you some income. Then only, then what? Then we'll apply section 71. Then we are going to apply section 71. So what I will do? You are having a business loss of 50,000. After applying section 70, still you have 50,000 as your business loss. Now what you will do? This will be adjusted with your income from house property. This will be adjusted with income from house property. So you are having an income from house property.
From house property or any other income, sir?
Any other income. As an example I mentioned, of course, as section 70 is having exceptions, 71 is also having exceptions. I will come to that. I will come to that. As an example, I had used income from house property. This can be set off with any other head. As I am using an example of business loss here, I will come to this. So now what we are doing, your other head, house property is there. That house property is giving you some sort of income. With this 1,50,000, you will adjust your 50,000. Thereby, what is your income now? 1 lakh. That's section 71. So means what? First you have to set off within the same head. After adjusting within the same head, still some loss is there. Then you have to go to the other heads. But exceptions. You are having 3 exceptions here. Means what? Not 3 basically. 2 exceptions, and exceptions of section 70 also follows. Now let us see what are the key exceptions we need to consider. Let us see. The first exception I can say is nothing but capital gains. Sorry, capital loss. Capital loss. Here we are not calling it as long-term capital loss or short-term capital loss. We are calling that as a capital loss. Means what? Either that could be long-term capital loss or that could be short-term capital loss. You are having a capital loss. Capital loss cannot be adjusted with any other head of income. That's one thumb rule. Capital loss cannot be adjusted with any other head of income. Capital loss cannot be adjusted with any other head of income. Section 70 says what? Long-term capital loss cannot be adjusted with short-term capital gain. But short-term capital loss can be adjusted with long-term capital gain. I had done that. Say suppose, let me change this example. You are having a short-term capital loss of 1,50,000. You are having a long-term capital gain of 1 lakh. First, what I need to do? Apply section 70. Once I applied the section 70, what the act says, short-term can be offset with long-term. Now, even after adjusting, still you are having a short-term capital loss of 50,000. What it says, you cannot set off with any income. You cannot set off. As I can't set off, what I will do? Carry forward. That's it. That's what is your second part of the chapter. That's what is your second part. We'll come to that. At present, we are focusing only whether I can set off or not. If you are not able to set off, what is the consequences that we'll discuss at a later stage. Now we need to understand only one thing, whether I can set off or not. Apply section 70, apply section 71. You test whether you can set off or not. If you are not able to set off, then for the time being, leave it. Because we have not gone to the other section, 71B, other sections we have not covered. So for the time being, apply section 70 and 71. Condition satisfied, set off. Condition not satisfied, don't set off. That's it. We'll discuss. If I am not able to set off, what we can do. That's your second part of the chapter. Now, that's what is our first exception. Second exception says that business loss can't be set off. Business loss can't be set off against income from salaries. Against income from salaries. That means if you are having a business loss, that business loss cannot be set off with salaries. You can set off that with income from house property. You can set off that with business income. Of course, if you set off that with business income, ultimately that will be called as section 70. You can set off that with capital gains. You can set off that with income from other sources also. But business loss can't be set off with income from salaries. Only one thing you need to see. And of course, if that business loss is a speculative business loss, section 70. What section 70 says? Speculative business loss cannot be set off with any other thing. So ultimately, if you are having a speculative business loss, what section 71 says? Simply you cannot set off. Speculative business loss cannot be set off with any other head. With any other head. So you are not able to set off this with any other head of income. Same principle will apply for something called as a specified business loss. Specified business loss also cannot be set off with any other business. That means what I can say, exceptions of section 70 also applies to section 71. Whatever you are calling 5 exceptions, what we have discussed here, we have discussed that long-term capital loss cannot be set off with short-term. Speculative business loss cannot be set off with non-speculative. Loss from owning and maintaining of resources cannot be set off with any other income. See, you are not doing this within the same head. How you can do with the other head? That's what is the simple logic.
Fourth point, what you told, speculative business, and after that specified business or
yes, specified business. Say there is a list of 15 business under section 35 AD. Say for example, I'm telling you, say you are running a 3-star hotel. 3-star hotel is said to be called as a specified business. You are running a hospital, and that hospital is having minimum 100 beds. Even that is also said to be called as a specified business. These are the examples. You are laying some pipelines. In these pipelines, you are transporting gas, or you are transporting natural gas, or whatever it is. Even then I can call you as a specified business. You are running a fertilizer business. You are manufacturing fertilizers. Even then I can say you are doing a specified business. There is a list of business specified under section 35 AD. This you will discuss clearly under something called as our profits and gains from business or profession. Okay, for the time being, you just understand it as a specified business. The list of business specified under 35 AD is said to be called as specified. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Now, so that's what is section 70, and that's what is section 70.
Your voice not audible.
Yeah. So that's what is section 70, and that's what is section 71. Clear both the sections?
Yes, sir.
Now half of the chapter is done. Now with this knowledge, let us go to this table. Okay. Now, first, say you are having what? What losses you will be having? This you won't be having any loss. If I consider this columns as the losses, you will be always having income from salary, but I never call you are having loss from salaries. Now, you may be having loss from house property. You may be having loss from house property. Now, if I try to apply section 70 first. First, what I need to do? Intersource. You are having house 1, you are having house 2. Then what I will do? I will apply section 70 first. So you need to apply first of all section 70. The loss of one house should be adjusted with the income of other house. Even after applying section 70, if you still have, then what? Then you need to go to section 71. What section 71 says? Other head means what? You can adjust this with salary. You can adjust this loss from house property. This entire row columns is nothing but your losses. Loss from house property can be adjusted with income from salary. Loss from house property can be adjusted with non-speculative income. Loss from house property can be adjusted with speculative income. Loss from house property can be adjusted with specified long-term, short-term income from other sources. Because nowhere under section 71, it is restricting loss from house property. It's silent. What exception 71 is throwing? 71 is telling you, you can't set off capital loss with other things. You can't set off your business loss with salaries, but it nowhere telling you it is restricting the loss from house property. So you can set off this loss from house property with anything. There is no restriction. Even after doing this, even after setting off, still some loss is there. Then we need to apply something called as section 71B. Okay? Means what? Let us see. Let me explain. Let me explain this. Now, what 70 and 71 is telling regarding house property? House 1 you are having. Say house 1 is giving you a loss of 1 lakh. House 2 is giving an income of 30,000. So section 70 I had applied and my loss is now what? 70,000 is my loss, right?
70,000.
Yeah. Now I need to apply section 71. Say you are having something called as income from salary only. You may be having other incomes also. Income from salaries you may be having, profits and gains from business or profession you are having. You may be having capital gains. You may be having other sources. Because house property loss can be set off with anything. Say let us consider you are having only, or let me increase the loss here. Let me consider you are having a loss of 2 lakhs, income of 30,000. So ultimately loss is 2 lakhs. This will be 1,70,000. You are having 1 lakh as income from salary. You are having 20,000 as profits and gains from business or profession. 10,000 as your capital gains. 10,000 as your income from other sources. Now what section 70 says? I can set off this with income from salary. I can set off this with PGBP. I can set off this with capital gains. I can set off with income from other sources. What is the total you are getting? 1,20,000, 30,000,
1 lakh 40.
40,000. So you are having 1,40,000. So as per section 71, I will try to adjust this 1,70,000 with this 1,40,000. Even after this, my loss is
30,000
still
I'm getting loss.
unadjusted. 30,000 is still unadjusted. As this 30,000 is still unadjusted, I need to apply something called as section 71B. What is this section 71B? It says, as you are not able to set off entire loss in this year, you can carry forward. So 71B speaks about something called as carry forward. Clear? Now, how many years I can carry forward? That's also one of the most important thing you need to understand. Okay, one second. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So here we are going to apply something called as section 71. So now this speaks about carry forward. Carry forward. So which section you are going to apply here? 71. Section 71B we are going to apply. Now what this section 71B speaks about? This 71B speaks about that you can carry forward that for a period of 8 assessment years. How many years? You can carry forward for a period of 8 assessment year from the next year. Say this previous year is 2021. 2021, you got a loss under sections under income from house property. Okay, after applying section 70, after applying section 71B, you got a loss during the current year, which is nothing but 2021. Now, ultimately, you are going to apply 71B. What 71B says? You can carry forward. That for how many years? 8 assessment year. 8 assessment years
Sir,
after 2021. Yeah. Yeah,
you
Prasanna.
told previous year 2021, sir. Actually, previous year is 1920 now, sir. Now we are in 2021 now.
Yeah, previous year, 1920, the assessment year is what? 2021.
2021.
Yeah, see, anything is same. Anything comes under the same thing. So what I'm telling, you can carry forward this for a 8 assessment year, commencing from your assessment year. Or, see, if you read the book, the wordings will be like this: 8 years from the assessment year, or 8 years from the end of relevant assessment year. See, 8 years from the relevant assessment year, or 8 years from the end of relevant previous year. What is the meaning of end of relevant previous year? End of relevant previous year is nothing but commencement of your assessment year. See, Prasanna, is it clear or not? See, what I'm telling here,
Got
you can
it, sir.
carry forward for a period of 8 assessment years, immediately succeeding from the assessment year. Immediately succeeding from the assessment year. That means immediately commencing from the previous year. Or the same thing I can also call, you can carry forward this loss for a period of 8 assessment years from the end of relevant previous year. Both remain the same. From the succeeding assessment year or from the end of relevant previous year, both remains the same. There is no change in that. Okay. So you can carry forward for 8 years. Now, how many years? If I consider this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, 2021 is the first year. 21, 22 is the second year. 22, 23. 23, 24. 24, 25. 25,
Will come
26.
to 2029, sir.
Yes, 26, 27, 27, 28. Right. 2021, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. This will be your last year. So after this year, you cannot carry forward that particular loss. So 71B is applicable only for something called as loss from house property. If you have loss from house property, first apply section 70, then apply section 71. Even after application of 71, still you have some sort of loss. That loss can be carried forward. For how many years? 8 assessment years. You can carry forward that for a period of 8 assessment year, commencing from the end of relevant previous year or commencing from the beginning of your relevant assessment year. Both remains the same. Now, I had carry forward. Then what? Then next year, you cannot apply section 7. You cannot apply section 71. Next year, what you can do? House property loss can be set off with only income from house property. Once you are carry forwarding, inter-head adjustment is not possible. Only inter-source adjustment is possible. Is it clear? Let me give an example. Say 1920 previous year. You are having house 1. House 1 is giving you a loss of 2 lakhs. House 1 is giving you loss of 2 lakhs. House 2 is giving you a income of 50,000. So you are having a loss of 1,50,000. Assume you don't have any other income. So ultimately what you will do? You will directly apply something called as 71B. You will apply 71B. You will carry forward this to the next year. Next year is 2021. In the next year, what 71B says? This 1,50,000 should be adjusted with only income from house property. I cannot adjust it with income from salary. I cannot adjust it with business income. I cannot adjust this with capital gains. I cannot adjust with income from other sources because this is not my current year's loss. This is my previous year's loss. As that is a previous year's loss, interhead adjustment is not possible. Is it clear? Prasanna, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, it was in mute, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, not an issue, not an issue. So that's it. So what is the consequence here? Once the loss is carry
Loss
forward, interhead adjustment is not possible.
is not possible. Only inter source is possible.
Yes, that's it. So here let us write interhead is not possible. Not possible for carry forward loss. That's it. So
Sir,
that's what is section 71B. Yeah.
In the previous example, if you are telling the total loss only we need to carry forward, no, the 30,000, we did know, sir, 1,40,000 minus 1,70,000. You
Yeah.
are telling 30,000 only next year we need to.
Yeah, obviously. Yes.
So
30,000
that,
only.
yeah, so the total income only next year we need to solve it under house property, not under total income. Correct?
That's
sir?
it. That's it. Perfect.
I have a doubt again. What if we have losses in 3 to 4 business and combinedly we get a final loss? See, for example, house property, I'm getting a loss.
Okay.
In capital gain also, I'm getting a loss. When I'm going to combine the losses, what will happen in the next year? Like how I can segregate, sir? This is from this loss, that is from that loss.
Anyways, you will be maintaining it separately, right? See, house property loss, you will be maintaining it separately. Business loss, you will be maintaining it separately. Capital loss, you will be maintaining it separately. So there won't be any sort of issue for that.
Okay, sir.
See, because ultimately, say in short-term capital loss also, you may be having different sources. So let us consider you sold a house property. The house is a short-term capital asset. You sold some sort of shares. Even that is also short-term capital asset. So ultimately, this house property is giving you loss. This shares is also giving you loss. I'm not bothered whether it is a house property or shares. I'm not bothered. What I will see, this both the assets are short-term. This both the assets are giving me short-term capital loss. That's it. I will see only one thing, whether both the losses are taxable or anything is exempted. That's the only one thing I need to see. Apart from that, I need not see anything. See, both the things coming under the same head. So I'm not bothered. I will club it total and I will see whether I can set off within the same source under section 70. If not, I will apply section 71. If not, then what I will do, I will carry forward. If that is an income from house property, I will go with section 71B. If that is a non-speculative, we will go with section 72. If that is a speculative, we will go with something called as 73A. That's it. We are having different sections for other losses. Is it clear? No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we had covered what? Section 70, 71 we had covered, 71B we had covered. So these are the three sections we had covered. Now let us move on to the next column. Say what we had discussed, non-speculative, 70. First I will apply section 70. So when we are applying section 70, non-speculative business loss, first what I need to do, section 70 I had to apply. That means non-speculative business loss first has to be set off with non-speculative business income. That's it. Your section 70 speaks about within the same source. Say you are having two business, both the business are speculative. So first what I will try to do, I will try to set off with non-speculative. If it is possible, then what I will do? Then I will go to section 71. So what section 70 exception speaks about? Speculative loss cannot be adjusted with non-speculative, whereas non-speculative can be set off with speculative income. Now, what I will do? If I am not able to set off with non-speculative, I will try to set off with my speculative. I will also try to set off with my specified. That's what is application of your section 70 for your non-speculative. Now, if I move on to next column, speculative business loss cannot be set off with non-speculative. Speculative business loss cannot be set off with your specified. it can be set off with only speculative, right? See what we
Yes,
have
sir.
discussed under section 70 and 71, that's it. Just I am trying to put that in the table, that's it. So if you remember this table, you need not even remember section 70 and 71. This table gives you the summary of section 70, 71, 71B, 72, whatever it is. So all the summary will be given in this table. Again, I'm telling you, no speculative loss cannot be set off with non-speculative. So that's the reason I had tick marked here. And what it says, speculative business loss can be set off with only speculative business. So I can set off this only with my speculative business. So other than the speculative, I cannot set off with any other particular head of income. That's it. So that's what is the particular scenario which we need to understand. Just give me 1 second. So wherever the ticks are there, let me put that in green color. Yeah. Now let us come to specified. What the section
Sir, 1
says.
minute. Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah.
IO shouldn't put a tick mark, sir.
Why I am
Okay.
putting cross tick mark? Okay, this cross tick mark indicates you cannot set off. See, if you come here, 70 exception. What this exception says? Speculative loss cannot be set off against non-speculative.
No, sir, no, I'm not telling that, sir. I'm telling that in a house property column, you didn't put a tick mark near IOS bar. That only I mentioned, sir.
Oh, okay. Just it's a yeah. Because I can set off. There is no issue for that. I can set off. Yeah. So I can set off
Sir,
because
again, your
house
voice is
property
not
income
audible.
loss can be set off with anything. There is no restriction. Okay. Now, if I go to specified, what the exception says, specified business loss can be set off with only specified. Means I cannot set off the specified with speculative. I cannot set off the specified with non-speculative. So if you are not able to adjust this within the same head, how you are allowed to set off this with the other heads? You are not allowed. You are not allowed. Clear? You are
Okay.
not allowed to set off your specified business loss with salary income. You are not allowed to set off your specified business loss with house property, capital gains, even with income from other sources. Because within the same head is not allowed. So how we can go to the other head? So ultimately section 71 is totally overruled. Now coming to non-speculative, what the section says, you cannot set off that with salary, but you can set off that with the remaining other head of incomes. That's it. Salaries, I cannot set off with salaries. That's what is the exception under section 71. If you see here,
Yes.
business loss can't be set off with income from salaries, but it can be set off with any other income. So I'm not bothered whether it is anything, I can happily set off. Here, as a tax planning, if you have a business loss, ideally, what I will do, I will try to give preference to long-term capital gain. Why? Because long-term capital gain is taxable at 20%. So if I reduce my long-term capital gains by adjusting business loss, my tax will be reduced. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
It's a tax planning. It's purely a tax planning. Okay, of course, this adjustment is not important from an examination point of view. Tomorrow, once you get qualified, if you start your practice, then you need to focus on this sort of aspects. What is required for my clients to reduce their tax? So all these things will play there, but not here. So it can be purely used for your tax planning technique. Now, let us move on to the other things. I will come to section 72. Okay, let me finish it off. So we'll have a continuation there. 72. When section 70 is applicable, whenever after doing inter-head adjustment, still some loss is there. What I have to do? Carry forward.
71. Carry forward.
Carry
71.
Yes, same as 71B. 72, for your non-speculative business, the section which is going to be applicable is nothing but section 72. What section 72 is? Same as 71B. You can carry forward this for a period of 8 assessment years, commencing from the end of your relevant previous year. So same. Yeah. Then
Loss from non-speculative
mhm,
business can be carried off
Yeah, non-speculative loss can be carried forward for a period of 8 assessment years
Yes.
from the end of relevant previous year.
Okay, sir.
Right? So same thing again. Inter-head adjustment is not possible. See, once you carry forward, your business loss can be non-speculative business loss should be set off with only non-speculative business income. Inter-head is not possible.
Okay, sir.
Inter-head is not possible. This point applies for all. Okay. Then let us come to the next section. This is not 73A. This is section 73 only. Speculative. You are having something called as speculative. Speculative is covered under something called as section 73. Specified is covered under 73A. This is 73A. This is 73 and this comes as a part of 73A. Now, what 73 says? A change here. You can carry forward your speculative loss only for a period of 4 assessment years. House property loss you can carry forward for a period of 8 assessment years. Non-speculative business loss you can carry for a period of 8 assessment years. But speculative loss you can carry forward only for a period of 4 assessment years only. You cannot carry forward for a period beyond 4 assessment years. That's what is one exception we need to consider here. Right? Rest of things remain same. Inter-head is not possible. I cannot adjust this with other head. Why? Because the reason is very simple. Speculative loss cannot be adjusted with non-speculative. How you can adjust your speculative loss with income from salaries, income from house property, capital gains and other sources? It's not allowed.
Got it, sir.
So that's the reason inter-head is not at all possible. Then comes your section 73A. 73A. After applying section 70, after applying section 71, still you are having a loss. Then ultimately, if the business is a specified, then you can carry forward that under section 73A. So what 73A says? This is another exception. An indefinite period. Indefinite means what? Unlimited period. For 71B, it says 8 years. For a non-speculative, it says 8 years. For a what? Speculative, it says 4 years. But coming to the specified business, it says indefinite period. Till the loss gets adjusted, you can keeping on carrying that for an infinite period. So indefinite period, or you can also write that as an infinite period.
Undefined period.
Yes, same concept applies. Interhead is not allowed. Interhead, again the same logic. Specified loss cannot be set off with non-speculative income. Specified loss cannot be set off with speculative income. So why it is allowed with salary, house property, capital gains or other sources? Not permissible. So that's what is 73A speaks about. Now, let us move on to capital gain. Okay. What we have discussed, section 70 says that short-term capital loss can be adjusted with short-term capital gain. I can adjust this with short-term capital gain. I can also adjust this with long-term capital gains. But long-term capital loss cannot be adjusted with short-term capital gain. Long-term capital loss can be adjusted with only long-term capital gain. See, whatever section 70 and 71, that only I'm just updating the table. That's it. Right? Now,
will not come.
that's it. Now, if we go to section 71, not allowed. Short-term capital loss can't be allowed with salaries. Short-term capital loss can't be allowed with house property. Short-term will not be done with speculative income, non-speculative, as well as specified, as well as other sources. Same thing applies for your long-term also. For long-term also, I cannot do this with any other thing. That's it. Now we are moving to the last part. Now, here, even after applying section 70 and 71, still you are having some sort of loss. Then what I am supposed to do? Then I need to apply something called as section 74. For carry forward, I need to apply something called as section 74. Right. So what this section says, same as 71B, carry forward for a period of 8 assessment years. You can carry forward that for a period of 8 assessment years. That's it. So you cannot carry forward beyond a period of 8 assessment years. And common point is what? Interhead adjustment is not at all possible. You cannot do any sort of interhead adjustments. That's what is section 74 speaks about. One more common point is there that I will update you once I finish off this racehorse and casual loss also.
Sure, sir.
Right. Now, race horses. What section 70 says? If you see here, section 70 says, section 70 speaks about loss from owning and maintaining of race horses can be adjusted with only that business. If you are having any other business, you can't do. So ultimately, what is the consequence here? Loss from owning and yeah, come again.
It can't be set off with nothing, sir. Only income from that business.
That's
Loss,
it. That's it. Only can be set off with that particular business. If you don't have any income in that business, I will carry forward that for the next year. For that, you need to apply something called as 74A. For that, you are going to apply something called as 74A. So race horses can be set off with only income from race horses. If you don't have any other income from race horses, simply you will apply section 74. You will carry forward the to next year under 74A. So now you can carry forward this only for a period of 4 assessment years, same as your speculative. As you do for your speculative, you can carry forward this only for a period of 4 assessment years, not beyond that. Clear?
yes, sir.
Now, casual loss. Casual loss you cannot set off. Casual loss you cannot carry forward. It's a waste. So if you are having any casual loss, that casual loss cannot be set off or the casual loss cannot be carried forward. There is nothing like casual loss can be set off with casual gain. No. So if you are having any casual loss, that's purely waste of thing. Set off is not possible. Carry forward is not possible. That's what is your entire total chapter, set off and carry forward.
Okay, sir.
Now, two things I need to update here. Long-term, income from house property. If you are having loss from house property is restricted to 2 lakhs only. This is very, very important. When you do problems, this point plays a very vital role. You may be having more loss, but the loss is restricted only to the extent of 2 lakhs. You cannot set off, you cannot carry forward that for a period of more than 2 lakhs. For an amount of more than 2 lakhs, that is restricted to 2 lakhs only. Say suppose, let me give an example. So here, say suppose you are having house 1, you are having house 2. House 1 is giving you a loss of say 5 lakhs. House 1 is giving you a loss of 5 lakhs. House 2 is giving you an income of 7 lakhs. If you go with section 70, what I can do? I can just simply consider as 2 lakhs. I will adjust this with. But what the section says here, the section clearly says that, especially, let me change the example here. You are getting 5 lakhs as a loss from your house property. You are getting a income of 7 lakhs from your business or profession. PGBP, you are getting a income of 7 lakhs. So by default, by applying section 71, what I can do, I can adjust this 5 lakh with 7 lakhs. But 71 says your loss from house property will be restricted to only 2 lakhs. Means what? Even though you are having a loss of 5 lakhs, it will be restricted to only 2 lakhs. So then what will happen? I will restrict this to 2 lakhs. You are having a business income of 7 lakhs. Thereby, Now your total income will be what? Your total income will be 5 lakhs will be your total income. Your total income will be 5 lakhs. Loss is restricted to 2 lakhs. That's one important point you need to consider. Okay. Even though you are having a loss from house property exceeding 2 lakhs, that 2 lakhs against income under the other head will be restricted to the extent of only 2 lakhs only. That's it.
Got it, sir.
Yeah. So that's what is one thing which I want to say. Then the second thing which I want to say is nothing but what? Yeah. For filing return of income. See, yeah. Now we have discussed different types of losses. We have discussed something called as loss from house property. We have discussed something called as business loss. We have discussed something called as capital loss, owning and maintaining of race horses. Owning and maintaining of race horses. Now, loss from house property. This you put separately. Okay. What the rest of the loss are what? Loss from business loss from capital loss from owning and maintaining of race horses. All these things you can carry forward only if there is something called as return of loss is furnished. Only if you furnish return of loss, only then you can carry forward. If you don't furnish return of loss, you cannot carry forward your business loss, you cannot carry forward your capital loss, you cannot carry forward your owning and maintaining of resources. But loss from house property can be carried forward even if return of loss is not furnished. Even you don't furnish your return of loss from house property can be carried forward. If you don't file your return of loss, business loss, capital loss, any other loss cannot be carried forward. That's it.
Okay, sir.
So that's what is the end of your set off and carry forward. So I will just share this to you. So what I will do, I'll just update here. Say these points, I will type it. See wherever I had written this, I will just put a tick marks and I will put the cross marks. I will just modify this Excel sheet and share that to you.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So even I will also update this carry forward and everything. So this, if you take a printout or something, so if you have a glance at this, so ultimately by that you can easily finish off your set off and carry forward. So let us stop for today. Tomorrow what we'll do few problems on your set off and carry forward.
Sure, sir.
Right. So let us stop for today.
Sure, sir. Sir, how you will mail? How you will send me this, sir? Should can I send my mail ID?